these videos are not done in particular order today, because I've just got back from the guitar shop, which I was. It didn't take me long to see the shutters roll down. Anyway, from afar, got quite good long sight actually, and yeah. So that was that. I kind of decided. Well, I didn't decide. I thought, well, there's nowhere else to go now except around the block, I guess. And I might as well go through the park and show people the place that I robbed, so-called robbed, or helped myself to. An abandoned place, been abandoned since 2006. That one with the wall that's like level on one side, but if you were to swiftly jump over thinking it was the same level on the other side, you'd most likely get broken legs, if not more. That one, right? And there's videos on this of me doing this fucking years ago, probably last year. So quite funny it was. Should have been funny anyway, for people to have a laugh at. Anyway, swift walk around Levy, around the park. Did a bit of a park walk. Showed you the Dick Turpin, yeah, pub, the Bluebell, apparently. So it says in history. I don't know whether it's tourism or not. I'm not sure. I don't care either. It's not the same building really, because the old one long got burnt down, and another one by the same name got built on top of it. And there's that nice beer garden. Even though I couldn't go in it today because I'm off the beer, right? And still off the beer, yes. And having a bit of a vape too, why not? Those were herbal cigarettes earlier. Strictly herbal. What else am I going to say now? Oh yeah, did a bit of a walk up to Atlas. Well, what was known as the Atlas Works, but now some new buildings got built there, which are pretty shit, you know. I showed you the Levenseam shit baths, or swimming baths, which were closed down because they're so shit. And there were quite a few complaints of like people coming away with all sorts of bacterial infections from dipping in the waters of that decrepit old place. And I'll show you that on film too. As I said, I'm going to upload this one first of all, and then upload the one, well, a bit of a walk around Levy really. Bit of a Charlie Leach sort of style walk around Levy, basically. That's it. But he does it much better than me, you know what I mean? He's professional at it, walking around, commenting on things. I was quite glad that it's half term at the moment, because there was quite a few schools and nurseries I had to walk past, so with me holding my camera up like this, could have been lynched, you know, by some kids. I'm joking. Well, not really. Anyway, back at mine now. No guitar strings, and I could have gone down to cash converters and thought, shall I pay over the extra odds for a shitty set of guitar strings, which are not worth it because they're fucking shit and they're well overpriced? And why are they in cash converters anyway? Is that because you fucking sell second-hand guitars? No doubt. And that's the case, yeah. They do have a rack of guitar strings, which are possibly the lowest grade guitar strings you can get. Nicely packaged though, in the whatever packaging company they've got to do the cash converter packaging for them, because they're not any specific brand, not like Ernie Ball or I don't get a copyright claim for saying this shit, Elixir, or any other top brands. I could go on, but I'd rather not, but that's the only ones I use really. And what was I saying now? I thought nah, I'll give Cashkin, even though I could do a set of strings for my acoustic, I'd rather wait, and because I want to check out that shop anyway, the guitar shop, see what it's like when it's open. I didn't go in there too late, you know what I mean? It wasn't even 4 o'clock, unless they close at fucking 3. But you shouldn't do that in Levy. I mean, Levy times are like you open at 10 at the earliest. You know what I mean? And open late. That's the whole Levy style. So that's a little tip there for that guitar shop owner. Who owns that guitar shop down there? Open to at least 7 or 8. You know what I mean? No fucker's gonna come in and rob. What are they gonna do? Rob the guitars? We've got them on locks on the wall. They're up for robbing other things, to be honest with you. And they don't own the guitars either. So, talking about people who rob shit, yeah, properly, like loot shops. And I doubt you're, well, I'm not like hexing you, but it's not as if you're, what's that big, Dawson's, you're not like Dawson's, you haven't got like multitudes of cash behind the fucking counter. Really, have you? Unless there's a fucking front shop job and you're doing something else. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, there was a reason to go down there then. Maybe more than the guitars. Anyway, back at mine now, chilling. Not even put the shitty TV on yet. Just catching my breath, really. Not having a beer. Sipping lemon water. And I'm definitely going to get the Super out and have a strum. Don't know what the next door neighbours think of me, because, well, they're new, aren't they? New. Next door neighbours. Oh, that amoxicillin gives you a headache, doesn't it? Gives me a headache, doesn't it? I feel like I fucking had fucking gorilla tranquilizers in not a good way. Oh, make you feel a bit rough, those things, don't they? Those amoxicillins, after a while. Anyway, I guess it's all for the good. So, gonna get my Super walking, show the next door neighbours. Oh, I've got the fucking inspectors coming around tomorrow. I see my kitchen. I walked down, I was like, fuck it. I'm pissed off now, well, a little bit pissed off because that guitar shop was closed. I'm gonna walk into my fucking estate agents now and just fucking demand a new kitchen. Should do anyway. The fucking price increase in the rent. You know what I mean? And plus, they shouldn't have increased it by that much. I know that, by law. And they went, okay, I'll be around tomorrow. So yeah, they come around tomorrow. So I have to properly clean it up now, innit? Shit. I stepped in my own turds there again, didn't I? Well, I'll take some bin liners out. Didn't make the good excuse that all the fucking bins get filled up before I can take any out to the bins. So that's the reason why there's such a backlog. Bins in my garden, or bin liners in my garden. Because the bins are so small around here. And they all get filled up as soon as they fucking empty them. Not by me, by some other cunts. Lucky for them. So what else can I waste the time with now? Oh yeah, the mindlessness cards. I'm going to get on with them later. I'm going to come up with like 10 a day, perhaps more. If any recommendations, any commenters want to recommend one-liners that these people come up, these mindless types come up with when put on the spot. We all know these one-liners. I read a few out earlier in my last video. The one that I was just checking out Joel's video. So the main part of that video was these mindless cards I'm going to come up with. Brilliant. I'm not going to even bother reading them out again. You have to check back at the end of the video. I said, we're not asked. Amount of shit. So, fuck y'all. It was on strawberry. Yeah, no waste of time even more now. Just letting you know that, and let the neighbours know fully well. Also, I've got some videos from last week about the crash on the A6 right outside. I've got to join them all together, like 3 different videos, and there was witnesses here to witness this too. Yeah, I got out on the roof there to have a good look, and all the police saw me up on the roof, like, they knew it was nothing to do with me, the fucking crash. So, welcome, you know what I mean? They quickly looked back down again at the crash, because there was a car overturned at the bus stop there, yeah? Another car crashed there. And, so, my natural reaction was to turn up that amp, possibly past 4 or 5. It was quite loud, I've got to say, for that time of night. I thought, fucking why not? There was all these sirens going off, you know. Drowned out all the sirens. It's fucking nasty, fucking bluesy shit. He fucking taking it, screaming, that fucker. And riffing over it and doing a bit of loops and shit for a bit. Passed it on to my friend who took over. Quite mildly, I've got to say, even though he was a great guitarist, he wasn't quite blasting it as much as me. Whilst I went out and give all the police some cakes, I had like this in big tray of cakes that someone gave me. Mr. Kipling's Halloween cakes, which I don't really eat. I had one. I thought, bleh, made me feel sick. So I went outside and I was giving the police people them. And they was, are you playing the guitar then? Yeah. It was you, wasn't it? Oh, it was good. It's doing a cake. No, thanks, no. In fact, 2 of the police ladies, they go on in, give us something. They took a cake each. I don't know whether they ate them or not, not sure. But I'm sure they did. They didn't keep them for posterity or to analyse at the station. Definitely not. No, I doubt it. Because they fucking know where I live and shit. You know what I mean? Doesn't take much to clue shit up, does it really, for people? Is it that hard? So if I did poison these things, they would know exactly where I live and who gave it to them. Do you know that? That's for all of you retards out there. Yes, I will use that word, retards, because what else can you use? Can't really use the word spasmo because it's a bit not right. Because there are, unfortunately, people who are of that disposition and are authentically like that. But you do get members of society who are not, certainly not, in any way, clinically or medically diagnosed with, or psychologically diagnosed with such special cases, and are just genuinely retarded. So yeah, nothing wrong with that, using that word retard, you know, in its right circumstance. Definitely. You wouldn't use it though if to a person who's genuinely retarded or of a special needs. Yeah? Then it would be nasty or like not very nice really. Yeah. Possible repercussions. Don't know of who, but I certainly would not label or call someone a retard, knowing fully well that they were actually of that kind of, you know, got their certificates and everything. But most people haven't got any certificates to show that they're a retard. That's the ones you can call retards. Yeah. That's totally feasible and full allowance worldwide. So don't you worry, people. Retards are okay, or the word is to use, as long as they're not a retard, a proper one. Proper, special person of special needs. Now I'm going to stop. Get on with playing the guitar, and I might even film it if I get. I haven't warmed up my fingers yet. Still cold going outside. But, sooner or later, get them warmed up and see what happens. Oh yeah, plus I'm going to show these people next door. There's about fucking 6 of them living there. How the fuck they live in that? It's only two bedroom house. Anyway, they're surely going to know, because I can hear what they're saying now. I can hear the TV at least, what they're listening to. Yeah, it's not coming from that next door there. Coming over there. Big chimney breast in the way as well. Maybe that amplifies it, not sure. But nevertheless, I'm gonna crank that dirty fucking slutty fucking stack. Talking about that stack over there, and that big black stack of cabs. Dirty old filthy bastards of cabs. No, they've never been married. That's the reason why they're called bastards. Yeah. And they're filthy, vintage, and the fender stuck on top. It powers them both. Both those dirty, filthy sleaze bags of cabs that have managed to assemble. They're called August cabs. Even one of them alone, blow your fucking liver out in midway. Just give you some pelvic damage, possibly an orgasm if you stand close enough to it, depending on how susceptible you are to orgasms. But definitely vibrates the room. Like I said, you're gonna have to secure shit off because things vibrate off the walls and stuff. But the lower one, take your shins out, and the upper one alone, just on its own as a combo, that's fucking loud enough. I mean, that on its own is loud enough to blow your fucking ears out. And like I said, you do have to open the window slightly because the windows literally bulge. And I'm worried about because that one snapped already with volume. Not joking, well, kind of half joking, but there was no projectile hit that. Nope. And that's from the inside too. So I have to open the window slightly. It's not so that the A6 can hear me, even though they possibly can. Even when I go out the shop right down the road, they say, "Was you playing the guitar there?" "Yeah, I can, yeah." "Yeah." Shit, there's not only a street, Bob Marley Street, which is Marley Road, in between. Bob Marley Road, I call it. It's called Marley Road, really. Not only that, but I'd say a succession of about 8 shops, if not more, a couple of cafes, and then you get to the shop at the end, and they can still fucking hear it. They said they still had to secure shit off the fucking shelves because they were vibrating off the shelves there. So gosh knows what they must think next door. And so this is why I do think, because you've got to test them, innit? You've got to test where they are. The allowance of volume. And like I said, living around here does come with warnings, yeah? And they warn people, obviously. If you live on the A6 in one of these places, don't be shocked if there's noise at any time. Don't expect your peacefulness because there's sirens all night long, one thing. As well as loads of other shit. Many of the sirens kind of that's probably the most annoying thing. The guitar's actually alright. I always get compliments. from the shop and says, "You need to play more. Like from the Polish people and all that, and the Czechoslovakians, and the Bulgarians. Fucking lovely. Fucking lovely. Unfortunately, the gypsies moved out now. They didn't move out because I was loud. They just got a better place and they were enlarging their family. And I guess the ones next door there as well. They were enlarging their family. But I don't know, the people living there now, it's like, I don't know whether they're temps or something, but there's a load of guys living next door. About 7 of them. Must be sort of immigrants or something, I guess. Not joking, must be. Waiting for their whatever certificate they get to do some legal work, I guess. Legal work. It's just a guess. But like I said, living around here is raw as fuck. Well, that's not a joke. It's still recording, yeah. That's no joke. It's no joke. And yep. So now my finger's warmed up a little bit. Wow. Gonna get some lube on that on the strings of the Supra. Supra needs a new string, complete string change as well. Not as bad as that one though. And I've got a bit of guitar lube, but the guitar lube does nothing for that one because that's pitted. That could be used as like a fucking one of those wire saw things used to cut down trees. Really, if you took the strings off that. I'm surprised that they're still going. But anyway, the ones on the Supra, bit of lube on them, bit of guitar lube, which is just like fast fret shit. Just cleans them up a bit, just enough to fucking slip around on. And there you go. Gonna get that up pretty loud now, I reckon, just to fucking show them next door that I don't fuck about. There we go. I'm not being racist either. Even if there were white people next door, I'd turn it up even louder. Czechoslovakians, Bulgarians, gypsies, even louder. I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Turn up maybe to 4 today. That's pretty fucking loud. What was I saying with that fucking dirty bitch? Turned into a bitch now with that amp. It was a bastard earlier. But that's the way it goes, isn't it? Goes any way you want. And, well, yeah, it does. Goes from off to on. And on, even at its lowest point, as in 1, volume 1 in the dial. I know they don't go up to 11, like some people think that they do. They actually go up to 10, this model. It's not a Marshall. Anyway, it's not a Marshall. So I think they do some Marshall ones which go up to 11, yeah. So they say. It's a Fender. And it goes up to 10 because you don't need 11 because they're fucking loud enough anyway. I had a Fender bass one once and it was fucking loud. 4x12 column orange stack. Whew. Someone else knows about that too, which you've probably forgotten about, even though there's no way she could ever forget about that. But she managed to, somehow, even though the next door neighbours haven't. In a trace. You know, funny that was, wasn't it? Well, was. I find it funny anyway. Whether you find it funny or not, I don't care, because you do not remember. So even if I remember or remind you, it's not going to be that funny, is it really? Because what are you going to go, so what? Actually, you're not going to say that. I don't exist. Do I? Ghosted. Yeah, not saying that like in a fucking weird way, like unghost me. No. Quite happy with being a ghost. Thank you.